we do have the semifinals matchup between Seeking for Perfection as well as in7 esports going down here at the BeyondGaming Last Chance tournament. Now, there are no prizes here today, except that they will get that chance to play in the grand finals coming up this Saturday, June 4th. Yes, it's the same time as MLG. Who cares? It's obviously everyone's going to be here watching the tournament as $5,000 prize pool is going to go down between the top 8 teams of the BLC world.
I got one thing to say. Who the hell watches MLG? They play console games. Who wants to watch a console game when you can have a mouse and keyboard and play better?
See, there you go. So you just got to hang out here with us, guys. And it's going to be a fun time because we're going to have the top 8 teams. You know, SK Gaming is going to be there. Oars, have no idea that Pedda's part of. You know, and we're going to have Blue, we're going to have Dignitas, and whoever the top 3 today here are, which is looking really good right now for, you know, Seeking for Perfection, in7 esports, and Sweethearts.
Yeah. So, but let's actually, we got something going here. FourCourtJester is good at hyping, so he's hyping the game, and then we come with some pro tips in the end, because it's really hard to hype in a foreign language.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, English is my first language, but I do hold a big place in my heart for the language of Shaw, which is kind of
Wasn't you Canada?
Yeah.
Wasn't you Canadian or something?
Yeah, Canadian, but we're going to get this rolling. Jolt's taking some big damage right off the bat as Appa, no fear, he's not going to be leaving these guys alone. Going to jump right here into Nunia, has that trance going, does not get hit. Now is probably a good idea to get back a little bit. He's going to get some heals here from return as Leadface tries for the X-Strike onto Voodoo. Doesn't quite work as Appa is going to take a conflict to the face from Nunia as well as return. So right now we are a little bit spread out. The Cold team looks a little bit more disjoint as Leadface is going to be taking some big damage right there from both. Oh, Jolt's I think got a triple ultimate off as we throw down the goo onto return. No problem, he's going to go down, but we were able to take out the Ranid, the pesky little guy himself, so that's going to be a big counter right there. 2-on-2, Nunia and Voodoo look to have at least a health advantage looking at their meter, and the conflict goes down with a shot to the back there on top of Appa. Now it's going to be Leadface throwing out those boomerangs. I don't think it's going to matter too much as Voodoo should be able to clean this up, but Leadface putting up a good fight.
Yeah, actually there was some good combos from Seeking for Perfection. Sorry, old habit. The Ranid goes in, gets the stun. That means they get a free volcano to counter combo it on, and they can do some extra damage because of the stun from the volcano. So they pretty much called in7 sometimes where they actually shouldn't do it, and of course, they don't hit the Disperse. Disperse is making the Guardian so much more viable because he can get out again from the fight after getting in. So.
Well, speaking of that Disperse, he jumped in there, actually got it triggered as Jolts is going to run right through everyone right there. Gets some poison arrow off to the Leadface, is now going to be up in the air. The Clarity comes out to dispel it, and now Appa's going to be trying to play a little bit more defensive, but the Volcano goes down. Nunia with the conflict, again going to hit both Appa and Return. Big damage right there. Return throws down the goo, but he does go down. Some big damage from both Jolts and Nunia. The Volcano coming out yet again. Appa not looking so good.
Oh,
I think he whipped that. Did he script that?
He hit a pillar in the end. He hit the pillar in the end, so it's a scruff.
Poor Appa. Script his ultimate, now just big damage coming out. Seeking for Perfection 2-0. Big time right now for them.
I think the real key why the in7 is losing because that they're not touching Voodoo at all. I mean, he just had 27 tanked in the whole game, just one single axe of the Guardian. And he's such an easy gip target because Jolts and Nunia both don't have any defensive skills with which they could help Voodoo. And he seems so... Yeah, it's so... Never mind, just take it. I can't find the word.
Well, by the time he said all that, Appa's already down to a quarter hit points. He went so far deep, and no big returns coming out of it as both Leadface and Return stuck there in the middle. Jolts is having a heyday. He's going to have that ultimate ready to go. It's fairly short order as well as Nunia, but if we do throw down the Volcano, there's the Conflag. I think it went down to Appa. I saw a 27 come out, but I'm not too sure that actually related to him. Again, he's going to be very on the defensive. Has that meter ready to go with the EX from Leadface. Did some good damage right there, but again, it is going to be Return dropping first, as now it's going to be a 2-on-3. Jolts is not looking so healthy, but it's not going to matter because the big combo again coming down onto him. Leadface throws out the boomerangs, is not able to finish off Jolts. Now it's just going to be up as he comes back into the scene, but health is going to be coming down. Oh, Nunia, I think he missed it there at the end. Not going to matter, not even dropping a single kill here to in7. They're going to take this first map.
That's taking pretty convincing. They're getting the openers they need. And they're not hitting that many disperse. The Guardian, if you don't hit the disperse, you're actually forcing him to play pretty defensive because he has to get out. He can't stay in. People say chain heal, yeah, it heals a lot, really a lot. But after that, he doesn't have anything. You're forced to strange. He can't space out again. So you really need to just keep on getting the pressure on him. He heals himself, well, you still get energy because you're hitting him still. So really nice play though by Seeking for Perfection. They're probably showing right now that they ain't just a cheese team with one combo. They have one more cheese.
And what's that?
What they're playing.
So you think this is a cheese comp?
Nah. Well, in a way, it's a weird kind of rush down. I would say they can rush down it, but there's a lot of coordination using your stun into new stuns. For example, the Ren stun into a volcano, and you could also do it the other way around, even though it's not as good. But it looks like people are gonna stick to their combos. Nothing big happening.
Well, you see that a lot in the top tier. Not really a lot of mix-up. I mean, these guys, they play their combos, they learn every trick to it, and they stick with it as through thick and thin. Right now, with this new map, it might be a big chance here for in7 to come back, as they did drop 3-0. Pretty convincingly up against Seeking for Perfection. But it's also a big kudos here to Seeking for Perfection. I mean, 152-0 was their last score last season with those double Seekers, and now they're just totally playing something totally new, and they're just rocking it so hard. So that being said, second map going to get underway.
Second map.
If in7 can't take this map, then they are going to bow out to the third place game, and that's going to be up against whoever is going to be losing up the next set of the semifinals, as this is the first set. But we are going to get this going. Appa going to jump right here into Jolts, notices that space is down, going to get off some at least a little bit of damage, as Leadface looks like he's retreating while throwing out those boomerangs, and that can't be good because return is behind him. You do not want to get your back up against a wall, especially up against a team of this caliber. But missing that chains of Zex onto Jolts. Jolts actually going to get sluggish. Instead, Appa going to jump over to him and get slept from Voodoo with a deadly injection. Not going to hit that trance. Good timing from them, and just big damage going down overall. Appa is actually staying alive pretty well right now. Return does have that full meter ready to go. The poison goes down onto Leadface. We got the Conflake jumping as well as the goo. Voodoo not looking so very good right now, as Appa and Leadface comboing onto him very well, and boom, he does go down, totally cut off from his team. A great goo from Return, just slowing them both down, and now this is what we need to see from in7 esports. We need to see this kind of level of play, but it's not over yet. Jolts and Nunia not going to give this up without a fight, although they are going to take some big damage. Yep, right there, Leadface is going to combo that nicely with Appa, and now Jolt's going to take it like a man as he goes down.
Really nice though, Return. He knows they're going for it, but both are going for trying to get the fast kill on the healer. He goes to the stairs, throw the goo, then goes around the corner again. They can't see him from where he is. They can't shoot at him, and he can just walk away. So really nice save by Return of his own health. And
really
at the same time,
it's really important that they also pressure Voodoo, because they didn't do any damage to him before they actually lined up the switch, and the easiest target by far. So you go FourCourt?
Yeah, well, the Alchemist, he only has that space, and that's not even a space, it's just that shield. So definitely, on terms of mobility, easy to combo up onto them. Oh, 67 damage coming out of Appa, as they did see him going for that damage onto Voodoo. So maybe, they're listening. They're like, okay, let's pressure up Voodoo. No, the counter again coming out. Jolts and Nunia comboing onto Appa again. Big damage going down. The Conflake gonna hit Return. Return not quite ready with that ultimate of his, but we do got Appa with the Cyclonic, as well as Leadface throwing it out. Wow, big damage onto Voodoo, as Jolts and Nunia again looking at a 3 versus 2 opportunity.
That is the might of the Guardian. That ultimate, it does so much damage. It's
especially
insane.
Against Alchemist.
Especially against Alchemist. Alchemist have no chance to dodge it. He will be hit by it. You can use it to get close at the same time while you're hitting him, and then clean him. And Alchemist is the lowest HP hero in the game, meaning he will get, sorry for the word, butthurt by that ultimate.
Yeah, agreed.
And it slows. The cleave slows him, so the lead phase can go in, use his ultimate as he wants, can hit it all. They just if they get the meters before anything happens, they're gonna win it. They can get on Voodoo, Voodoo's gonna die. And there's nothing they can do against it.
Well, we're gonna have to see what what Seeking for Perfection wants to do against this, because they're down 2-0, and they just did take the first map. It's 0-3, like so 3-0 in their favor. Now they're down 2. Big initiative here for in7 esports. If they can take this, that's gonna force a third map. And look at Jolts just dropping so very quickly right now. Does get the Cyclonic on a Voodoo, does miss Jolts, however, but with the goo going out, the double goo, a double kill. Right off the bat, Jolts and Voodoo just dropping so very quickly. Nudie is going to try to surrender, not going to work. But wow, 2 completely opposite rounds. 3-0 for Seeking Perfection map 1 and 3-0 in7 esports map 2. Must be the best, man.
Well, it's also in7 plays more on started playing more on getting that combo ultimate. Before they were trying to stop the DPSs, they have a lot of things to keep themselves alive. Rennet is sleepy as hell. It's so hard to get a good closure on him, and right now Igniter he can save himself. He can get healed if you hit him by his living flame. He can space away, push you away, and all that. It's really hard for Guardian to actually stay on him. But when they get the ultimate, they just switch for Voodoo. You saw Jolts were down and had no HP. They didn't care. They went directly for Voodoo the second the Guardian had ultimate ready. So I would actually love to see Jolts right now had gone Guardian. Glutton. Just to have that shield shell. I know they have been toying around with it. They have the Earthstorm, they have the Stone Shield to actually mitigate some of the damage from the double ultimate. Plus a meter need to stop an ultimate completely from lead phase.
Yeah, I also think Seeking for Perfection has to try to win this game before the in7 gets their ultimates ready. And
exactly.
That's what they set up based on really aggressive play.
They need to rush down.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, speaking of the rushdown, Appa, no fear, jumping right in there, even forcing Jolts to play a little bit more defensive, throws down that barrier onto Jolts as he's going to jump over here, but Nunia has big control of that mid. I think he picked up that root, gets slipped. Oh, what a snipe there from return, but a counter sleep going down as well as a deadly injection from Voodoo. Now is a good time to jump onto Appa as he's going to take some big damage as Jolts is
has ultimate.
down his ult. There goes the kill. Appa going to be throwing out the axe as well as the Cyclonic, and yes, he is able to get that kill onto Voodoo as Jolts is now going to be looking at a 1 versus 3. I didn't even see Nunia go down, but wow, with the goo and the boomerangs, this in7 esports team is looking pretty good.
No man uses ultimate on Voodoo, so when he didn't have Living Flame ready, so he was pretty dead.
So he just basically jumped into his death.
He pretty much just died, yeah.
That's the problem with the conflagrate. You know, if you could follow it up, but if you can't, then yeah, big damage.
Exactly. So, but Jolts actually made some good combos on up again, up really low, but they don't. It's just too late before they start getting the damage out. They really need to stop him before they get too much energy. They lose the rune again to Abba. Abba gets the rune. Look at him. He almost already have an ultimate. He actually has an ultimate. So
yeah, he has it now, but he needs to really make sure to combo upon more than one
hit on
person.
Voodoo. Oh.
Yep.
There we go, right there with
is.
the double.
There it is.
Look at that
Look at
damage.
HP.
Wow, like with the combo goo, it's going to be no problem for Abba to clean that up. Now we did lose return in the combo though, so I mean, Joe's even going to throw down his venom right there. Oh, the incapacitate to the overkill. That was the...
Both actually hits that in cab on him.
Well, that was Abba with his 4 charges, and that was a nice big arc right there as they were able to take that out. 2-0 now. They did lose return, but hey, they were able to kill the entire other enemy team.
Guardian, enough said.
There we go.
in7's a big favorite team of mine. I love the play that Appa can bring to this.
They played it really good. So, but the combo, the goo with the deep wound, he got, what was it, 11 damage take every time because of those two combo together.
Yeah, goo and a bleed. Yep.
I think bleed is 4, ain't it? Goo is 7, and you got bleed for 4.
And that just ticks down so very easily. So Appa, again, he's going to charge into here. Big momentum again on this team. If Sweethearts can take this, they're going to be moving on to the finals. And we are going to see Seeking for Perfection duck down to that third place game. But Appa is going to jump into here. Jolts really wants to make sure he doesn't die, but he's playing a little bit too defensively, at least in my opinion. Voodoo going to get hit by that axe of Zex, and big heals are going down. Jolts is actually not really losing too much of his regular hit points. Does throw down the Venomous. We do got the Cyclonic and the Goo go down again. Wow. We have a huge combo going on to Voodoo, and we did have the counter Goo go down. It was a little bit off. There's Nunia and his ultimate gets Tornado, and that's going to leave everyone collapsing onto Jolt, as Jolt's going to be running for his life. Throws down the poison. Appa's not going to have any of it as he takes him out, and now it's just going to be a 3-on-1. Nunia is going to be the last survivor of Seeking for Perfection, but here we go, in7 esports into the top 2 as Seeking for Perfections are going to have to take on the third place game of whoever is going to be up in the next matchup.
Yeah, really nice coordination and by in7 in the end. They're just telling each other, I got an ultimate. Do you got an ultimate? And then they all have ultimate, and Voodoo dies.
Every time.
Really good that they at least they talk together and say, okay, we need those ultimate combos, because if you're looking at it, the rounds they actually win is ultimates.